Good morning, everybody. Pamela here with your Wednesday morning chair yoga class. I wanted to start out with some really lovely stretches and energizing moves, really practices, more than moves, energizing practices to wake the body, to refresh the mind, and to circulate the blood and move new energy. So I'm going to move my mask away from my face a little bit. I recognize that I might be a little muffled, so I will do that and be as clear as possible. All right. So do kind of move yourself off the edge of your chair, ground your feet, so softly spreading the toes, and then softly pushing into the mound of the big toe, mound of the pinky toe, mound of the inner spiral of the heel and the outer spiral of the heel. So we're really firmly rooted in those four corners of the feet. And then I'm going to use my hands as an example because my toes might be hard to see. I don't want you to pull your toes back, right? I don't want you to do this so your knuckles, your toe joints are popping to the sky. I want you just to kind of isometrically, energetically kind of pull your toes back towards your heels a little bit. So you feel a little arch, right? You feel that natural arch lifting in your feet and just drawing that energy. Maybe that also pulled your core back, yeah? So we're really grounded in the feet, little space between the knees, soft pull of the inner thighs towards each other, soft pull of the navel towards the spine. Again, I'm way away from the back of my chair, so I'm using my core muscles, my balance to sit up nice and tall. My chin is parallel to the floor, and it's measured about a fist length between the bottom of my chin touching that collarbone, right, that space right there. Crown of the head to the sky, nice and tall. And you can place your palms down or palms up. I'd like us to take a big inhale through the nose and a big open mouth. Sigh of the breath out, right? Big letting go breath. Do that 2 more times. Inhale through the nose. One more time. Very nice. We're going to lift the heart. Feel, and the inhale, feel that lifting of the heart so the arms get kind of buoyant. You're going to bring the arms up on that inhalation. If the palms touch, that's great. No problem. On the exhalation, bring those hands behind your head. Inhale, lift that heart one more time. Maybe look up. Exhale, round the spine softly. Bring the elbows together. Look at your belly. Inhale. Open up and float the arms back down on the exhale. Pause. Yeah. There's a lot going on there. Inhale, lift the heart to lift the arms. Maybe look up. Exhale, bend the elbows, hands behind the head. Inhale, open up, find that little back bend or that cow shape, navel to the spine, chin still into the throat. Exhale, crunch, find that cat stretch. Spine is pushing away, upper back is pushing away. Inhale. Open up, exhale, float those arms down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lift the heart. Maybe look up, exhale, drag those hands behind the head. Inhale, open up, little arch of that spine. Extension for the spine. Exhale, flexion for the spine, round it, drop the shoulders. Inhale, come center. Exhale, float those arms down. Very nice. Yep. Roll the shoulders, pick them way up, shrug them up to your ears, squeeze your fist, squeeze your face like you're sucking out a lemon. Keep inhaling until you can't inhale any longer. Exhale, big, exaggerated. We're going to do that again, yeah? Inhale, pull that belly tight, squeeze your toes, squeeze your thighs, squeeze your shoulders to your ears, scrunch up your face, scrunch your fingers, big fist, keep inhaling until you absolutely can't inhale any longer. Exhale, let it go. One more. Big inhale, tighten everything up. Contract, contract, contract. Keep inhaling all the way to the top of the inhale. And you hold it as long as you possibly can until you can't hold it any longer. Exhale. Close the eyes. Bring those palms to the thighs and softly look over your right shoulder. Can you take your three fingers of your left hand and softly, ever so gently, we're not pushing, we're not forcing, you're just using a little bit of pressure, resistance of those fingers on the lower part of your jaw. Chin is parallel, right? Still that fist length. Relax your shoulders, broaden through the collarbones, pull your belly back. 2 more breaths. You might even sigh the breath out. So good. Shoulders away from the ears, underarms pulling down. Gently bring that head back to center. Pause. Light up your feet. Soft, gentle squeeze of those thighs in. Navel back. Shoulders away from the ears. Broaden through the collarbones and the upper back. Lift and lengthen the spine. Excuse me. Turn your chin to the left. Gentle little resistance with those fingers. Shoulders away from the ears. And just feel, right? Notice how this feels in your body, in your jaw, which side maybe feels like you have more range of motion. Maybe if there's a little grabbing or tension on one side. Sigh the breath out. Good. Bring that head back to center. Shoulders away from the ears. Drop that right shoulder. Chin in. Maybe bring your left hand down. Oh, light up that SCM. There's a big muscle here on the side of the neck. Chin in. Ooh, that should feel it. Maybe lift that left arm out to the side. Just see how you go. Maybe lift it up overhead. If you have good, healthy shoulders, drop that shoulder away from the ear. Maybe bicep by your ear. Hang on to your thigh or to the chair. If you feel nice in this lateral flexion, this side bending, hold on to the chair and kind of encourage your right rib cage, the back of your ribs, to come forward, and then maybe look at your left elbow. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Maybe you bend the elbow and find that little tricep stretch. Push your head into your forearm. Open that arm up, release it down, come back to center. Shoulders away from the ears, left ear to the left shoulder, not the shoulder to the ear. Chin in. Sigh the breath out. Left hand to the left thigh. Right hand holding onto that chair, or start to sneak it out. Ooh, there it is. There's my stretch. Wherever your stretch is, let it linger there. Maybe you bring that arm up if you want to. Bicep by your ear. Drop the shoulder down. Retract, retract. Pull it down. Maybe a little more. Maybe you hold on. Left hand to the front of your chair. Again, maybe that left rib cage comes forward, belly back. Maybe bend the elbow. I don't know. So many options, right? Give yourself all the choice you want and need. Open it up. Wherever you are. One more big breath. We come out of a pose as mindfully as we arrive. So arms first, head, torso next. Very good. Hands to thigh. Yes. We're going to move the belly first, rib cage next, then the eyes. When we twist, we want to move from thoracic cavity, right? We don't want to move from the head or the low back. So think about moving slowly from your belly first, keep looking forward, then your rib cage, and then the eyes. Maybe your right hand goes to the back of the chair. Maybe your left hand goes to your right outer thigh. Try not to let those knees spin in. Keep your hips, your knees, and your ankles all level. So good. Chin is still parallel to the floor. Crown of the head to the sky as your shoulders and shoulder blades and underarms move towards the earth. Navel back. One more big breath here. Slowly unwind. Take an inhale, lift the rib cage, float those arms up, up, up. Good. This time we're gonna exhale, bring those hands down, and just, I want you to use your fingers and just massage the back of your skull, right? So kind of, it's not like washing the hair massage. I want you to like really push and dig in there, right? Little pushes, little presses into the back of the skull, and then to the back of your neck. Ooh, yowza. Yeah, and then to the tops of your shoulders. If you need to cross the arms to access that space, go for it. And then it's going to look a little different here. I want you to take your hands to the front of your neck and just stroke, right? Just kind of paw at your neck, the sides of your neck. Maybe lift your chin if that feels good. Head side to side. Don't worry, I didn't forget. Now it's all right, it's your body. We're allowed to touch your body. So I want you to take the pinky edges of your hands and just kind of slice down the center of your chest, the rib cage a couple of times, like you're just making an X across from shoulder, right down the center of that sternum, right? And then all the way down the side body, the hips, the thighs, and maybe lift a leg, both hands to the right leg, and just kind of push, just sweep all that energy out the toes, out the right arm. Right, one more time, hands to neck, little massage. And then little pawing, little petting, stroking of the neck, the sides, the front, and then the backs, or the side rather, pinky sides of your hands. I want you to just go from shoulder to across that sternum, across the rib cage. And then down the side body, both hands just sweep down, let it go. And then both hands to the left leg, pick that left leg up. Just kind of push all that energy down. And same thing on the left arm, just sweep it. New, fresh energy for the day. Both arms, and just sweep it out, shake it out. Twist. Belly, ribs, eyes to the left. Keep the knees forward. Hold on to the back of the chair. Shoulders away from the ears. Maybe now close your eyes and just see how that caressing of the body and that moving of old prana, old energy, old chi, how it feels to just shed, right? To release that. Maybe the arms are tingling a little bit. Maybe the toes are tingling a little bit. Maybe you feel a little warmer. Or maybe you don't feel anything at all, and that's okay. Very nice. So we're going to sit back a little bit. Use your hands to sit your booty back a little bit. Pick that right knee up. Interlace your fingers underneath that hamstring. Push your hamstring into your hands so the arms kind of straighten, and you're stretching again through the neck and the shoulders. Inhale, flex the toes back. Exhale, point. Inhale, exhale. So I'm not leaning on the back of my chair. I'm just slightly tilted. So from my tailbone to the back of my neck, right, I'm in alignment. I'm pulling my navel back. So I'm working the core as I'm working on this joint freeing, this nerve gliding for my ankle. 2 more. Yeah, and then with the knee, extend and bend really slowly, your breath. So important, right? Keep those joints nice and juicy. We're creating synovial fluid. It's the fluid around the joints, that kind of viscous lubrication to keep the joints nice and plump. One more. Good. And then hinge slightly forward from your hip. Lift that knee, and can you interlace around the shin just for a second? Lift that leg a little higher, and then open and close. So I'm holding my shin with my right shin with my right hand, and my left hand is just holding onto the left thigh. Just opening and closing like a barn door, that right hip. Yeah, and then using both hands, maybe rock a little side to side, left hand on your right heel, right hand around the shin or the knee or the hamstring, whatever works for you. See if you can really open and cross the midline, open and cross the midline. 2 more. And we're going to hold ankle to the thigh. I'm going to move my sitting bones back. I'm just going to walk my bum back, flex the foot slightly, not so much that we're sickling that foot, just a little arch, taking my right hand up, encourage my thigh, my hip rather, to open. I'm not going to be on the knee, I'm going to be on my thigh. And then using your left hand, I want you to slowly crank that foot. So you want your ankle spilling over that thigh so you've got freedom to move. Go nice and slow. You don't need to death grip that foot, right? Keep it friendly. Inhale on the way up, exhale on the way down. Try to see if you can make those circles as smooth and as circular as possible. Notice if you have any little wiggles or jagged feeling. Try to create a nice smooth circle. Next time those toes are forward, we're going to go back, right? Reverse your circle. Ah. 4 more. So important, this joint freeing, right? Not only is this great for inflammation, reducing inflammation in the body, and good for any arthritis, and of course, juicing up those joints, it's really good to move energy, move prana, move chi, refresh the body. Just pause, you should feel it, right? You feel a little tingling sensation. If you'd like to, maybe your hands go on your right thigh just to open up a little more, navel to the spine. This is your choice. You can stay right here, soft flex on the foot, chin in, or hinge, hinge, hinge. Ooh, there it is. In your hip, hinge from your hip. Stay there. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what this looks like, right? Nice and tall. I'm going to hinge, straight spine. Head is connected to the spine, right? Look at that nice, tall, long spine. Chin in. I'm going to stay here. That's enough. Maybe, or if you want a little more, your right hand goes through that window you created, and you interlace your fingers around the left shin. Pull up on that shin as you press your heart towards your right shin. Yeah? Ooh, yes. So you know what you need. 2 more breaths. This is great for any sciatic pain, piriformis syndrome. It's really great to stretch across the glute. That piriformis is located in the center of the glute out to your hip. So nice for the opening of the hips. Pull your navel back, carefully bring yourself out of your stretch. Place that foot on the ground and just pause. Feel the difference between right and left. Maybe close down the eyes for 3 beautiful breaths here. When you're ready, engage the core. Lift that left leg off the ground. Interlace your fingers around the hamstring, not the knee. Push down and pull up simultaneously. So we're getting a little feedback in the arms. Yeah. And this time we're going to inhale, point, exhale, flex. It doesn't really matter. It's nice just to kind of pattern interrupt. We talked about that last time, right? Doing something different all the time to keep your neurons firing, to keep your brain health in check. And so if you're one who is very patterned, very routine. Nothing wrong with rituals, right? We all need a ritual, but every once in a while, maybe just do something a little bit differently. Like if your ritual is to make coffee in the morning or tea in the morning, can you use the opposite hand to scoop your leaves or your grounds, right? Just maybe even when you're ready, we're gonna extend that leg and bend, but maybe even try to drink, take that mug with the opposite hand, maybe sit in a different location. You get the idea. Yummy. Don't worry, we'll get into some asanas, but this morning I really wanted to focus on refreshing the energy in the body, really focusing on nourishing our joints. So important, stretching. Yes, very good, very good. And then if you can, lift a little higher, interlace if you're able, and ooh, hug it just a little bit higher. This is like our Vayuasana, our wind relieving pose. And then maybe right hand grounds down, left hand holds either at the hamstring or the shin, open and close like a barn door. Relax your grip, relax your shoulders, keep it friendly, right? A little smile never hurts. Couple more. Ooh. External and internal rotation for the hips, so important. Yeah, and then we're gonna just make it a little bit bigger if we can. Right hand to the heel of the left foot, hold somewhere safely on or outside of your knee and rock that baby. Use your breath. Good, and we'll pause, find that figure four, flex the foot, encourage the ankle to spill over a little bit. I'm gonna move my sitting bones back a little, and then just embrace whatever is. So I'm noticing in my body, this knee is a little higher than on the other side, and that's okay. It might switch, right? As I start the ankle cranks, right? It might free up my knee, and what that is doing, let's do it while I'm talking. Let's roll slowly. Inhale on the way up, exhale on the way down. Doesn't matter which direction you're rolling, but do go nice and slow, right? This thing also I didn't mention about this series, if we're really focusing on the breath, if we're moving slowly with the breath, we're activating our parasympathetic nervous system. So we are setting ourselves up for the rest of the day, at least for a few hours after this, right? That we are in a state of happiness and calm, right? We're being supported by all those chemicals and neurotransmitters from the parasympathetic nervous system to support that, right? And then we're going to roll the other way. And what I also started to say was when we move the ankle like this and engage in nerve gliding or nerve flossing or fascial release in the ankle, we're strengthening and stabilizing the knee. So maybe possibly with movement, right, my knee will start to come down or not. Maybe it's just anatomical. We don't know always, right? Did you roll the other way? Did I tell you to roll the other way? And we'll pause. And again, you're welcome to stay just like so, or chin in, hinge from the hips, straight, strong spine. Feel it. When your body has had enough, just stop. I feel a nice good grab in the left piriformis, but I'm also starting to feel a little sensation in my knee. So I don't want that, right? Around the knee is okay, but behind the kneecap or in the kneecap, no, we don't want to feel that. So I might back it off a little bit, or I might lift up and reposture myself, flex the foot a little bit, and now my knee feels fine, yeah? So I'm going to try to bring my left hand through that window and interlace my fingers around my right shin, pull up, and exhale. That feels good. So you do what feels good for you. So this is a very a great alternative to our pigeon pose. Really nice deep stretch and hope opener for the hips. This is pigeon. Sometimes I even argue that I get a better stretch doing it this way than actually lying out on the floor in the proper, right, quote unquote, the proper pose. Pull your navel back, eyes back, walk yourself up and out. Woo. Drop that foot. Hold onto your chair to kind of scoot yourself towards the edge. Pull your navel to your spine. Take those feet out wide. Turn your knees in and out. And you're going to lift your hips a little bit. So really use your hands. You're just kind of finding that twist. Lift and shift. Also kind of working with that pigeon pose. I'm just kind of rotating on the balls of my feet. My heels are even coming off the floor. If you want to, if you feel safe, you can even make it a little more dramatic. Find a little spiral twist. Lift your right arm if your right leg is out straight and sweep it down. Maybe lift your left arm when your left leg is straight. One more time. See if you want to come all the way up, right? Lift up out of your chair. So really pushing your hips forward, true spiral twist. Come sit down, wide leg, switch, right hand on the chair. Sweep your left arm up, push those hips forward. Maybe look back to your right hand. You want to try it one more time, just in case you just got it and figured it out. Twist to the left, sweep your right arm up, lift your butt off the chair, push your hips forward, look back to your left hand, sit down, other side, last time for real. Oh, spiral twist, come sit down. Yeah, so keep those legs where they are, and you're going to turn your right toes out, right knee directly over your right ankle, turn those left toes out, perpendicular. So warrior two feet, bring those arms out to your warrior two stance. Pick your shoulders up, roll the shoulders back to turn the palms up. Now drop your shoulders, pull your navel to your spine. Inhale, exhale, a little smile. Can you drop those shoulders down? I want you to feel like your arms are resting on a shelf. Reach the fingers out long, 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 long. Drop the shoulders down, feeling it in the arms, feeling it in the core. And try not to arch the back, no arching in the back. Pull the navel to the spine. Can you look down your right arm? Inhale, exhale, look down your left arm. Try not to move the shoulders. Keep those arms on the steady plane. One more time. Chin towards the right shoulder. Inhale, exhale. Start to sweep that right elbow to your thigh. Maybe your left arm stays up, straight up, or maybe it's behind your back. Really open yourself up. Or maybe your bicep is by your ear. So you can stay here, or if you wanted even deeper, if you felt like you could without falling out of your chair, you could bring your right arm or right fingers to the ground. As long as your chest stays open and revolving, your heart needs to shine forward. Right? The second my rib cage rolls down and I'm looking at my right foot, we've lost the posture, we've lost the energy in the pose, and also the alignment, the safety. So make sure your heart is open. Don't sacrifice yourself to get to the floor. Yeah. And then if you're on the ground, protect your spine. Push into your feet, pull your navel back, nice and strong. Rise, rise, rise. And then drop that left hand to the hamstring. Right arm goes up to the sky. Option one, lighter option, is to look back to your left foot. Feels good. Or turn your palm down, move your rib cage to the right, and lift the ribs away from the waistline. Look up to your right elbow. Reverse warrior, peaceful warrior. Big, beautiful stretch for the side body. Come back, warrior B, warrior two. Whew. Strong, yeah? Hold that here. 2 more breaths. When you're ready, palms are going to go up towards the sky. Drop your shoulders away from the ears. Arms are going to go up to the sky. Palms are going to face each other. To turn those left toes in. And be careful here. Turn the left toes in. Now rotate. I want you to pivot on the ball of your left foot. And your ribs and your heart now are facing the right. So we're in a warrior one. If you're able to, press your palms together. Shoulders away from the ears. Pull your belly button towards the spine. Inhale. Exhale, hold on. Can you really push that left heel back to lengthen through that left thigh? Or try not to lock out your knee, but pull that knee up towards your thigh. You got it. Pull the navel back so you're not hurting the low back. Carefully, carefully drop those arms down. Hold on to your chair. Ooh, turn yourself around. Sit your bum back. Keep your legs wide. Hold on to the front of your chair, right between your thighs. Push your booty back, back, back. Pull your navel towards your spine. You might just bring your hands to the front of the chair and fold here, and that's it. Or you might hinge from the hip, fold a little deeper. Maybe the hands go to the floor. If the hands go comfortably to the floor, can you spin the direction around so your fingers are facing the chair? Good, and then your head will drop down. So you're getting a really big stretch up the forearms. Shoulders relax. Pull that navel to the spine, spin the fingers around if your hands are on the ground. Grab hold of the front legs of your chair. Use core strength to carefully walk yourself back upright. We come out exactly how we arrived. And then scooch yourself forward. Right leg goes out, left toes go out, left knee goes out. Sitting on my clothes. Right? Nice and long and strong. Push into that right blade of the foot. Arms will go out, shoulders will roll back so the palms will lift. Knee over the ankle, check yourself out. You should maybe see your big toe there. Move your left knee towards your left pinky toe. Look down the right arm, please. Inhale, exhale, look down the left. Try to level out those arms. Reach through the fingers, drop the shoulders. With strong arms. One more big breath here. Good. Use the torso. I want you to reach really long. Take the head with you, elbow to the thigh. Maybe your right hand is behind the back and you encourage the left rib cage to come forward. We said open heart. So you can stay here and be really happy. It feels nice, right? Make sure that left knee isn't rolling in. Knee is moving towards the pinky toe, or maybe your right arm goes directly over your shoulder, or your bicep is by your ear. Maybe you look up or you look forward, whatever feels correct. Or maybe you feel like you can bring your hand, left hand to the ground. This is a bit of a stretch for me, working on some shoulder issues. So to have my right bicep by my ear is putting a lot of torque on my shoulder. I don't want that. I don't need that. So I can keep my arm up to the sky, right? Listen to your body. Keep it friendly. You don't have to look up. You can look forward or you can look down. I want you to really engage your core, engage those feet, use your breath carefully. All right, come on up. Ooh. Hand, the right hand to your hamstring. Look back to your right leg and lift your left ribs away from the waist as you drop yourself back, looking to your right foot. Or if you want more, rotate, right? Move your belly towards the left side, turn your palm down and look up to your left elbow if that's you. Relax the shoulders. Lift those ribs away and then get a little more space. Belly back, use core strength to come back to your warrior 2. Remember our warrior 1, so go safely. Maybe bring your hands down first if you need to this time, and carefully pivot on the ball of the right foot and shift, lift and shift your hips to face the left. So we don't want to be bent in that right knee. Really push through that heel, pull the knee up to the thigh so it's safe and not locked out. Right? Ribs, hips, and shoulders facing the left. So inhale, float those arms up overhead, palms facing each other, pinkies slightly in, or you can press your palms together. Really keep kicking that right heel away, keep pulling your navel to your spine, no excessive arching in the low back. Sigh the breath out if we're creating too much tension. Chin in, belly in. 2 more breaths. Slowly release those arms down. Hold onto the front and the left side of your chair to lift your hips. Come back to that wide leg goddess stance in your legs. Hands to the front of your chair as you move your hips way back. Pull your navel in and then hinge from the hip. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you hold onto the front legs of your chair. Or one more time, maybe we slide down and come into that wide leg forward fold, head down. Right, so you're looking behind your chair. You're looking to the wall or the space behind your chair. Now, just stay here. Please don't lift your head. Please don't lift your head. Stay here. Just listen. It's simple instruction. I want you to turn your heels back so your toes and your heels are in a line. They're forward. And then you're just going to walk your hands out like a down dog. Drop your ears by your biceps. Push your fingers away and your chest back. Your booty back, chest back. Knees are still bent. Arms are reaching forward like a downward facing dog. So slowly walk your hands back. Take your time. This is an inversion, so roll up slowly. Roll up slowly. No passing out aloud. Even in seated. Now your heels will go in again. Toes will turn out. Sit all the way back this time. Hands on thighs. Big hip opener. Turn those toes in, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. All right, hands on either side of your chair. And I want us to, you stay here, I'm gonna turn to the side. We're gonna come into Katasana, just hovering over the chair. So hands are holding, as I mentioned, on either side. And just kind of lift yourself up so you're hovering a little bit over the chair, right? Weight is in your heels. And then see if you can, come to the front now, and see if you can take your hands away from the chair behind you. Weight is in your heels, belly is really pulling back towards your spine, chin, really load up those thighs, hands behind you if you can. One more big breath, start to push into the heels, lift the arms, rise, rise, rise. Bring those hands down in front of the heart center. Big breath out. Good. Yeah. Carefully walk to the back of your chair. I'm going to turn my chair to the side so you can see better. We're going to come into a down dog again using the back of the chair. The body is going to look like an L shape. Right? So my hands are just resting on the back of the chair. I'm going to step back about a leg, my legs distance away from the chair. Feet are about hip width apart. Pull the navel to the spine. And then I'm going to press my booty back. It's not coming from the knees. Hinging from the hip, push the booty back. Drop your ears by your biceps. And find that nice big flat back. An L shape. So press into the hamstrings. Press your tailbone back. Push your fingers forward. And if you're feeling really short, then maybe step your feet back, right? And I want us to really focus on breathing into the kidneys and breathing in between the shoulder blades. So we're not dipping anywhere. We're not like in a cat shape anywhere. Nice flat back. Pull the shoulder blades back. Pull your hamstrings back. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. So good to bring balance here to the body. Slowly, slowly start to arch the spine like a cat stretch up to the sky as you walk your feet closer to the chair. Yeah? Inhale. Exhale. Put all of your weight in your left leg and open into your tree pose. So you can hold onto the chair. You can keep your toes down and let go of the chair. You can bring your foot to your shin or all the way up high, avoiding this, right? Avoiding pushing into your hip. I want you to really pull that left hip into the foot, squeeze foot into thigh, thigh into foot, and hold on whatever you need to do. Play with your arms, maybe cactus shape arms, 90 degrees, maybe out like a T or overhead like a Y, whatever feels good. I want you to really feel pulling in to the center simultaneously. And hold on to the chair if you need to. We're almost there. Spread the toes. And play with the position of your arms. Keep it friendly. So wherever you are, I want you to please take one hand onto the chair. So for me, makes more sense for the left hand. I want you to just slowly peel that right foot away and then open it out to the side. Ooh, yeah, hello hip flexor. And it doesn't have to be high. You can keep it low or toe on the ground. See if you want to lift your right arm and see if you want to play. Just release for a second that left hand and let it drape over the chair back and just give yourself that opportunity to come into a shooting star, kind of a modified half moon. I've got my fingers resting on the seat of my chair now, flexing my right foot, really approximating that half moon shape. Carefully slide that left hand up to the back of the chair and pause. Take your thumbs to your low back, feet hip width apart, and roll. And when you really bring your hips forward, roll in a circle. When you bring your hips forward, really push those thumbs into your back, massage, bend your knees, and move it around. Feel where, ooh, there it is. Feel where you want to press those thumbs into your back. Okay? And then we'll pause when you're in this big squat shape. Roll the other way. Right? Give yourself permission to move the thumbs wherever you feel like you need to push in and release any tension, a little knot. I've got one right here, right on the line of that piriformis muscle. So just explore, and maybe yours is higher in the lumbar or, very good. We'll pause, give it a shake. And turn to the other side just so you can see. Right. Weight is in the right side, left toes might stay on the ground, you might hold on to your chair, right? Wherever you want to take your tree pose, again, being really active. So pull that whole right side body into the left foot, push your left foot in. It's going to help you with your balance and it's going to level your hips. Right? Hip opener pose as well as a balance pose. See if you want to do something different, right? Pattern interruption with your hands. Maybe you find a mudra. This is a good one. I think we've done it in the past. All the fingertips touch really lightly, thumb to thumb, index to index, right? And it makes a little spherical shape. You can look and bring your eyes to look through those fingers. Ooh, that challenges the balance. Be careful. This mudra is called Hakini Mudra. Hakini Mudra, Hakini, Hakini. And basically, it helps to bring stability, control to the mind and the body. Often there's an affirmation that goes with it that says, I am in control of my mind and my body. You could play with it, maybe lift it higher to challenge your balance, maybe look up or don't. I am in control of my mind and my body. Maybe put that right hand on the chair, right, just to stabilize. Slowly come out. Take that leg, maybe your left toes are low or maybe high. Maybe your left arm out, head in line with your spine, right? Lift up. Keep holding on or not. Maybe you let go. Maybe you teeter a little more. Maybe bring your fingers to the seat of the chair. Flex your left foot. Chest forward, shoulder blades together. Or let go every once in a while. Challenge your balance. Half moon. Whew, abs tight. Pull that navel to the spine to protect your back. Slowly come on out. Very nice. Feet a little bit closer this time, and this time just open palms, right? Actually, before we do that, I want you to rub your palms. Rub our palms together really tight, really fast. Create some friction, create some heat. really warm it up. When you feel like those hands are pretty hot, pretty warm, then I want you to place them right there at the lumbar and the sacral region of the body. Feet a little closer together and slowly engage in those beautiful hip circles. If it doesn't feel good to have your feet narrow, don't worry about it, right? You can step out wide. Make it big or small, whatever you feel you need. And again, if this isn't really doing it for you, if your low back is still feeling a little tension or a little tender, use those fingers, use those thumbs. Get in there and roll the other way, especially on that extension right there. That's where you're going to push in. Good. 2 more. Woo. Awesome work. Good. So one more downward facing, I don't know why I turned my chair. One more downward facing dog at the chair. And so again, stepping back about legs length away from the chair, fingers resting on the chair. But bend your knees a little bit to start. I didn't cue that last time. Bend your knees a little bit, pull your navel to your spine, tilt your pelvis back, right? Your tailbone kind of lifting back and up. Pull the navel to the spine, hinge, hinge, hinge from the hip. Then you can straighten your legs. I need to move my feet back just a little more. And then again, pulling those shoulder blades back, pulling the hamstrings back, the tailbone back, the crown of the head, the opposite direction. Put a little bend in the knees. Sigh the breath out, flat like an L. Right, breathe into the kidneys, breathe into the shoulder blades. Soften the shoulders, the biceps. Really big, beautiful stretch for the back of your legs. And again, really wonderful shape to bring alignment, balance to the body, especially if you have any imbalances, like any curvatures in your spine. This is really nice exercise to breathe into both lobes of the lungs, the hips. Bend your knees, slowly start to walk, right? Keep your head is the last thing to come up. Keep in mind, this is an inversion, so we might feel a little dizzy. Hold on to the chair. Pause when you're standing upright. Sigh the breath out. All right, now I'll turn my chair back and we'll have a seat. And just pause for a moment. 4 corners of the feet. I'm leaning back onto my chair back, but I'm not right, bad posture. I'm still engaged, lifting chin parallel to the floor, crown of the head to the sky. Sigh the breath out. Be comfortable. Be supported. Can you softly spread the toes and maybe close down the eyes? Can you turn the corners of the lips up into a little smile? And part the lips ever so slightly so that the tongue falls down to the floor of the mouth, or maybe even kind of sticks out through the teeth. Right? Just softly suspending that tongue between the teeth, maybe. You don't have to. Big letting go breath out here. Feel the 4 corners of your feet. And I'd like for us to, with eyes closed if possible, really feel your shape, right? Get a sensation of the silhouette of your body seated in the chair. So you feel your feet on the earth, you feel your hands on your legs, you feel the weight of your body in the chair. You might even feel the clothing, the hair, right? You might feel those sensations, but the bones in your body, the organs in your body, But can you just kind of feel just outside of that, right? A little outline, a little silhouette of your body. So between your actual container of your body and that silhouette, can you sense that there's a little space? From the outside of your body to the outline of that silhouette, like a cookie cutter, there's a little space. Can you really feel that space? The air kissing your skin, that vibration in that space. If that space had a color, what color would it be? You just fill the entire space around you with this kind of frequency of color, movement, almost kind of sensational, right? Electrified, vibratory. Feel this kind of movement around you. This protective, healing light, if you will. Just breathe with it, right? Pulse with it. Feel where it goes around the body or in the body. Try not to force anything. Just be open to whatever sensation is there or not there. Relax the eyes back in their sockets. Is there sensation or light or energy, movement, vibration behind the eyes? The ears, brain, in the mouth, the back of the neck or the front of the neck, sides of the neck. There's sensation or vibration inside the chest cavity, inside the arms, the fingers, or the palms. What do you feel in the belly or the pelvis? Inside the legs or the joints of the legs, the toes, the soles of the feet. Washing yourself in healing light. And like with laser beam focus, if there's any area in the body that you sense is needing extra attention or healing energy, healing light, can you pinpoint this light to that space? Or even if it's thought, right, to the mind, or if it's feeling to the heart. If there's any area in the body that needs extra healing, love, attention, light, direct your awareness there now. I am the light. I am the light. You tell yourself, I am the light. I have always been the light. I have the ability to choose how I feel, how I heal. I am the light. You are welcome to stay here with eyes closed, directing that light as long as you need, or if you'd like to end your practice with me now, hands together at the center of the heart, lifting heart to head, bowing head to heart. As I bow in honor to the light in me, which bows and honors to the light in each and every one of you, in this space, we remain one. Namaste.